We give it a little bit.
There you go. There you go.
Flaps up. Avionics on.
Yep. That's the silver button, the thing.
ADIS and AWOS.
So we can, you know, on other airport we have an ADIS. We don't have that here, so we just make sure that our altimeter is set at field elevation.
Altimeter. Transponder, alt squawk, we're at 1200. That's good. ADS-B on. That was.
The nav light on this one is the.
Okay, so ADS-B on for the nav light. All right, taxi light as required, which we're going to be taxiing, so that's up here. Don't point it out to me. Give me a second to find it.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do it.
You gotta let me do it. Brake test. Ready for brake test?
Yep. Got it.
Brakes are beautiful. Okay. Attitude indicator. Right now, that's looking
Is it
okay.
level?
It's
good?
level, blue over black.
Awesome.
Turn coordinator test. That'll happen when we go up there. Okay. HI to compass test. And I forget what that is. We just have to do this
So
when
you
we
check
get
the compass with our heading indicator.
We'll just, when we get on 1-3, I'll know it's 1-3.
Yep. Good job.
I'm a little rough on the brakes.
Yeah.
You're gonna need new pads when I'm done with it. Drive it like I stole it. Okay. All right, checklist. We're at the pre-takeoff, we're at the run-ups, right?
Yeah, run up.
Okay. Fuel, but good. Trim looks pretty good for takeoff. Flight controls, I checked those back there, but I can check them again. Okay. See that. This. Okay, that's good.
Nice.
Okay, hold on. Rudder. Yep, rudder's good. Okay, instruments, they look like they're working right now.
So you do blue over black,
Which I already did.
altimeter setting, ball center, vertical speed 0.
Okay. What is this normal?
This should be when it's airport elevation. So we are on 3,000, almost 3,000 feet here, right? It's the elevation here. So we set that on 3,000, almost 3,000.
Okay.
So it's like 200.
That gives me an idea where to.
Yeah.
Okay. Mixture is going to be best power. That's in. Primer in and locked. Okay, now we need to 1,700. Brakes. Okay. 1,700. Mags test. 1, 2. What's the RPM I'm watching, right? Drop. Back to both. Left. Drop a little. But still good. Okay, back to both. Okay, vacuum. That was over here somewhere, right here. Heartbeat.
Hold it on, make sure it drops, and then you want to make sure it doesn't start climbing, because that means you have heartbeat. Now it's staying there, so now you can put it on.
Okay, heartbeat. Now vacuum, is that where it's supposed to be? Between 425 to 525, you said? Okay, amps and volts. Training it. Okay. Oil pressure is here. We're in the green. Oil temp is in the green. Idle check closed. So what am I doing here? Just pull idle out. Okay, going to idle. Make sure I dropped to no less than about 700. So.
Yep. Good.
Okay, we're good at that. Throttle friction seems okay for right now.
All right, so we're gonna do a short field takeoff now. So I want you to take out 10 flaps.
Okay.
So here's the flap.
Yeah. How do I know when it's 10?
So you have to
I
look
can't see
there.
over there. Okay.
Yeah. And you kinda, if you hold it down, yeah, you gotta kinda hold it. And are you pushing it?
Now I am.
There you go, stop.
Right there?
Yep. So
That's
now we're gonna do the pre-takeoff checklist.
Okay.
Laps is 10, right? You just set that.
Laps 10.
And then you do mixture, best power.
That is good.
Carburetor heat off.
Off.
Yep. Squawking alt 1200.
Correct transponder.
Doors and windows are closed.
Doors, windows closed.
Landing light on.
Landing light on, and I'll turn strobes.
off. And now we're ready to go.
Ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Yeah.
Here.
Oh, shit.
1, 3.
brakes.
Apply full power.
horrible landing, and you know it.
No, come on. This is your fourth time.
Yes, and I should have already, I should not be. My first time was better than that time.
You know, you had a little bit of high speed for a little bit there, at the end there. But, so you came in a little bit faster, but you corrected it, so that was good. But it was totally super solid. I think it was really good.
A lot better if I wasn't bouncing like a ball. Flaps up. Get that to zero. Carb heat off. Make sure fuel tanks are good. This is still set for takeoff. Best mixture. Turn off the strobe for right now. Turn off the nav.
No, the landing light.
The landing light.
There you go. Perfect. Good.
We're working on it.
Awesome.
All right, here we go. So we're gonna get 10 flaps. We can turn on our beacon. We can turn on our, well, we'll leave that off. We got nav light on, beacon light, strobe, so we're good on that. What else was there? This is good for takeoff.
Yep. And we're good. You can
sure
always
rich.
check your podcast.
And make sure it's okay. What should I have done last time? Should I have been a little bit slower?
Yeah, so when you came down on final, you had a good speed. You came down really good. And then your speed got higher for a little bit.
Well, because we were coming in that I thought we were going to come way out here before we...
Yeah, so I think, you know, when I said to you, like, don't go too far down, make sure you stay so we're not too low. And that's where your speed kind of came up a little bit. Because I think you were working on your throttle there, so you kind of lost track of that. So just make sure that you're keeping your nose up and adding power. So this one time you actually had a higher speed, so make
inside here at 55, right?
Yep.
That's when I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna go up about a 60
Yep.
straight up until you tell me, and then I'm gonna level off, and then when I'm stable, I'm gonna flaps up to 0.
Yeah. Just make sure when you add the power, not too fast, just slowly, so we don't over.
You mean right now?
Too fast, then just gotta go cut it.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Oh shoot.
Right.
Feel it. Ready? Right rudder. Hands on the throttle. still coming in high now.
You're coming in a little bit higher. Well, when you turn on final, you know, you don't want to lay in a base turn like this, right, on 300 feet. That would be very dangerous. So when you turn on base, you want to make sure you have 500 feet. And if you're at the right distance, when you turn your final and you have 500 feet there, and you start going in, like what you did right now, you were good, and then you were on the final, and then you kept going straight for a while. When you're on the final, now you can start leaving. You just gotta make sure you gotta look outside, right, and see if.
So how would I have corrected that?
You would have at that point. You were flying. You came in and we are a little bit low, and you turned it on the base, and then you came on final. Now we're in final and we're getting closer. So you kept the altitude like this
instead of lowering
yeah,
this.
so a small lowers to get a nice, glide slope.
The problem is I was fighting to keep it down to 70. It kept going. I was going up to 80.
Yep.
And even when I let off this at a certain point to keep the glide slope I wanted to get towards the first third of the runway.
That's because when you came up
too high.
You came up on the final here, right? And you were good. You were on 500 feet and you were good, but then you kept 500 a little bit too long.
Okay.
Okay, so a small descent, with a nicer.
Okay.
But you're so close. I mean, these are small corrections, right? So. There you go.
And good flaps.
You're coming in on a really long base, so if you go a little bit closer to the airplane, I know you want to have a big.
Yeah, I did take it way out that time.
But so what happens is, you're coming in on a long base. So that's what I'm telling you. Don't go below 500 because you're kind of descending on a base. So if you come around and you do a more normal base and then a long final, you will get a better, pattern versus like this. So this is you now, right? This is the runway. So instead of flying, if this is the pattern, you fly like
way out.
This here. So then you're descending here.
Make sure fuel.
Yep.
This mixture, carb heat in, throttle out, flaps up. I'm gonna go beacon.
Yep.
I'm gonna turn off our taxi. Oh.
Landing light on. You can put that.
It's off. You want the taxi light left on?
No, you can keep it on. That's fine.
Okay, nav light's good, beacon strobe, they're all good.
Yep. Alright, you can line up and do a normal takeoff.
set for takeoff, flaps.
Good job.
Getting smoother on the brakes.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, now fuel selector, brakes in. We're gonna do strobe, turn off taxi. Oh, landing doesn't need to be on. Nav's on, nav's on. Hold on. There's something I have to look at. That's good.
Yep, that's good.
Is that it?
Yep.
Flaps are already in takeoff position. Oh, okay. I'm going ahead and make sure this is, oops, make sure that's 1-3. I'm gonna do a regular takeoff.
Yep.
We're golden, right? All right, here we go. So there's the plane I just landed, and she said the landing was good, but here's what we got. So yeah, little busted tire. It happens.